You know, when you're asked what superpower would you like to have, I think a number one superpower that a lot of people would want is to be able to fly like Superman. But for me, beyond the obvious allure of taking to the skies, the adventure of it, it also is, in a certain sense, getting closer to heaven. Not that heaven is physically in a direction up, but we metaphorically look to the skies as the place where God dwells. Leading edge looks pretty clean. Again, the wing's still on, that's good, right? Good sign, good sign. You saw me when we were doing the pre-flight. I had come into a zone. There's a checklist, and you follow it every time, and there's a procedure and a process and a flow, and that itself is relaxing to me. As soon as my plane hits that rotate speed, I pull gently back on the yoke, and that lifts the nose wheel off the ground. And then as I'm accelerating, I just accelerate into lift. So I'm not, it's not a jerky motion, it's not you don't yank the plane off the ground. You just slowly lift the nose, and the plane wants to fly at that point. You put the wing in an angle of attack that's catching air and overcoming gravity and developing lift, and all of a sudden you just kind of float off of the runway. And you kind of start to, you feel a difference. Not always, but you do feel a little difference, and you know, okay, I'm in the air, and then you check peripherally. You just look, oh yeah, we're higher than we used to be, and getting higher. When I was a kid, I grew up near Barksdale Air Force Base in Shreveport, Louisiana, and my dad would take me over to the Air Wing Museum, and it would be just the greatest time of my life to go over onto the Air Force Base, watch these big old B-52 bombers take off and land, the A-10 Warthogs, and just being fascinated with the thought of taking flight and going into the air and using human ingenuity to harness the laws of nature in such a way that you can overcome something as simple as gravity by lift. You can drive around Chattanooga, and it's a beautiful town, and it's gorgeous. But to fly in this area, it gives you a perspective on life. You see things from a different angle. Things look a little smaller. Distances are shorter, seemingly. I mean, it's all your perspective, right? The beauty of the mountains and the valley and the rivers come into a different relief. And you understand how it works, and the rivers running through and making their meandering course. East Tennessee is a beautiful place to fly. Obviously, my primary vocation is as a servant of God, a priest of Jesus Christ, a pastor of a parish, assisting in the presbyterate in my canon law rules. Everybody needs a hobby, something that can take them away from their everyday worries, frustrations, things, and really recreate them. Recreation. Obviously, it's a hobby. It's something I only do once a month, maybe twice a month on my day off. So it's not like I'm at the airfield every day, all day, thinking all about flying. But it's that release. It's the reset. It's the recreation. One of the things that I do just to kind of stay centered and be able to endure and persevere in the primary vocation.